Gamers, one and all, we're back. Barely. I'm Sean Plott.
And I'm Lee Grainer.
And I'm Sean Bouchard.
Welcome to Mostly Walking. Our show's really good. We're really proud of it. Sean, are you
Yeah.
okay?
I'm like, yes, I'm okay. I'm not dying. I feel like right now I'm a little bit dying, but I'm okay. I caught
Okay.
I had that COVID FOMO.
Oh
Everybody's doing
no.
it. I just had to get in on that.
Yeah.
So I'm home isolating. I am extremely lucky. It's like a bad cold.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
But
participating in
I'm a
COVID
little,
FOMO is almost as bad as participating in Dogecoin FOMO.
yeah,
I mean, I
exactly.
mean, we really hear how bad.
Exactly.
My God,
Um.
I'm terribly sorry to hear both that it happened,
Yeah.
but I'm pleased that you're still doing well enough to join us playing a game that I
Yeah.
know was on your wish list on Steam because it tells me. Yeah.
As the resident transgender comedian, Sean, can I just in referencing trans timelines,
Yeah.
could
Sure.
we just Sean, could would you mind saying I'm Sean and this is my voice 2 months on T?
I'm
Oh
Sean,
God.
and this is my voice 2 months on T.
That's wonderful.
Oh my
That's
God, this is
perfect.
incredible. Thank you, Britt.
Incredible. Yeah, so that thank you for your service to the community.
Oh my God, that's so good. Ah. Well, on the complete opposite end of the disease spectrum, Lee, I understand that you are alive and well,
Enthusiastic.
and actually bacteria free as of this morning. Congratulations
Yes,
on that. I
bacteria
mean,
free.
none on you at all. How are things going down in Lee Town?
Things are good. Things are good. Had Schrodinger's date on Saturday. That went really well. It's friendship, and it seems pretty promising. So yeah, I'm excited.
I actually think that there needs to be yet more delineations of relationships because
Yeah, more like you
yet
don't want
more.
to, because I've been in a place these days where you know, okay, once you take this simple step,
Yeah,
once you take this simple step of one day saying, I'm gonna have, I think I'll have relationships with more than one person, romantic relationships with more than one person.
yeah.
The problem then becomes that if you pull that single thread, uh, almost all institutions unravel, and and then after a while, you're like, one time, you know what somebody asked me one time? They said, "Well, do you ever have sex with your friends?" And I was like, I don't know what I said because it just all the walls just
Wait.
You're like, there are so many nouns in that sentence we need to dive into.
so many.
I have a lot
I
of,
don't
I
know
take
what
issue with
any.
these nouns.
I don't know what anything means anymore.
Yeah,
No, yeah. So
yeah.
you're saying though, instead of just melting the divisions, we need more divisions,
Uh,
more subdivisions. Are we talking Venn diagrams?
Well, here's what I mean is that when you are young, in the same
Hmm.
way that you are told, um, okay, there are people that are dating, and then
Yep.
they're officially boyfriend, girlfriend,
Yep.
then they're engaged, and then they're
Yep.
married.
And
These
then
are
there's
the
a baby and a
stages.
baby care show.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure. Go
and
on.
then you make a baby. And
Sure.
so
You create one.
And I want to just clue everyone into this that the same age where you are told these divisions is the same age that your crayon box has 8 colors in it. You
Oh,
realize as you
okay.
get older, there's like 256 colors. Like by 6th grade, holy shit, man, are you kidding me? I had like a heavy
Sure.
brick of fucking crayons before I even hit middle school. Like, I actually feel like with
Yeah.
relationships, it's not that green is a bad color in the same way that like dating or like we're officially boyfriend girlfriend. These are fine labels, right? It's
Sure.
fine. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Also, Sean, did your camera freeze? Oh,
No,
no, I
okay.
think
he's
I'm
just
just
thinking.
I'm being very still.
Yeah, see, I
It's just
actually think
it's
that
just
like
This is one of the symptoms of COVID. Is
It's
that you're
the
just very still.
I mean, I will say that like there is a thing with illness where you do get the middle distance gaze, like with sort of
yeah, no, I know
things.
that
Yeah,
your frame rate is a really common side effect of COVID. But yeah, no, I feel like that having more divisions in the same way, like when you go to the paint store for like a house, they have like, just
Sure.
like this is forest green, and this is sick forest green, and this is sick person
I mean,
green, right? Like,
so I have done the following because I've got somebody. I mean, you know, the person I mentioned right now, where it's a friendy romantic thing. Which, by the way, the more I do that, the more that we do that,
yeah,
the more I forget that people don't usually do that.
yeah,
And so then I get in these conversations and people are like, hold up, what's your what?
yeah,
What are you talking about? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. This isn't a normal thing. But
yeah. Because if you're using words
Hanch,
like
I was
mauve and taupe and puce, like it's really
well, I
hard
was
to quickly like imagine, as opposed to like it was red, green, and blue.
I mean, I was discussing the feelings present in that relationship as remember when Heinz created those in an act of just bizarre sort of marketing. They created those blended flavors,
Oh,
like
yeah,
wasabi and aioli. They made wasabi
Oh, that's
aioli,
right.
and
Yes.
the good one, Hanch, which
Ranch.
was
Yeah.
ranch. And what was the H?
Was it
Horseradish?
Hot Ranch? I feel like it was Hot Ranch.
Hot ranch. Hot sauce and ranch. Yeah,
oh yeah,
so like
Hanch.
definitely like some Hanch.
Yeah,
I like definitely described like my feelings in terms of Hanch.
yeah,
And I think yeah, and sometimes when I've tried to also express feelings in that relationship and in others, I've just ended up going with colors,
yeah.
colorations,
No,
you
color's
know.
good.
Watercolor. It's watercolor. Because also
It's,
here's the other thing they don't tell you. And
yeah.
I'm gonna ruin a lot of people's nights right now and say
Oh,
this.
fantastic. Well, I'm having dinner, so this is a good time for me.
No, that's
So
great.
that sounds good. So here's the thing. You might think you're in a stable, unchanging, perfectly symmetrical relationship. I'm going to clue you in on something.
Lee, you're. Do you realize who you're speaking to? I mean, we're all streamers, for God's sake. Okay.
First,
Like,
are we talking about the there's also okay, when I was telling my brother about asymmetrical relationships, he was like, is that anything like how people get is that like the relationship between like the viewer and the streamer? And I was like, now you're onto something.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah. So, but what I'm here to tell you is that none of your relationships are actually symmetrical, and that's ooky, right? And also, they're not static. They
Yeah.
change. Your feelings about someone change from day to day,
Oh yeah.
and once you start hyper focusing on those feelings, you'll really start to um, just create a hobby of really scrutinizing yourself 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah, like see,
Yeah.
and there's an alternate technique that many people apply to this, which is rather than even think about it, what they'll do is
Yep.
play a ranked match of their favorite competitive game, and however they feel at the end of that, that's exactly who they are that day. And I think that's another way to live. I lived like that in my childhood and in my teen and college years. And look how well I turned out.
I would say that you turned out very intense and plugged in. I would call you intense and plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's me in a nutshell. Now, speaking
No,
of
that would
intense
you in a
and plugged
nutshell
in,
is more like intense and in a nutshell.
yeah. Now, I think that I'm not interested in doing a transition into playing the game. I think I'm just ready to go play it.
Yeah, let's just jump.
And this game thus far has been a oh my goodness, that's very hot. We generally have tamales on Mondays. Tamales, one of my top 5 favorite foods of all time. Love tamales of all shapes and sizes. As long as there's that delicious cornmeal, I'm in.
Mondays.
So, Detective Grimoire has been kind of like Flash mini game nostalgia combined with modern mobile game completionism, combined with some charming writing and detective work.
Ooh, and can I say my little bit that I'm excited about it? It does the one screen per room thing, and you don't see the character. So it's first
Yeah.
person, but it's also one screen per room, which means this is a very efficient way to make an adventure game.
Dude, I gotta be honest. I love one screen at a time games. Free movement was a mistake.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why
agreed.
I only move to discrete fixed points in my apartment.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to talk to me in the living room, I will stand in the corner, leaning exactly where the two walls adjoin, looking out over it.
Wait a minute. Okay, I do have a question.
Yeah.
When you are on the toilet, where do you look? You don't need to say, but you can, and I just want you to
I
bring
look
to
right
mind.
into the camera and keep talking to the viewers at home.
Come on, guys! If I think we can really we can hit a goal, guys. If you just don't send a galaxy, or I have to flush. I'm trying to fill the whole bowl, guys.
We have another sub streak incoming. Yeah. So I think I look straight down at my feet. Lee.
Sorry, it just hit me. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself. I'm mute.
All right, it's just you and me now, Sean. Let's go ahead and hop into the game.
Cool.
So when we last left off, we finally got into the room where Richard Remington was murdered.
The room where it happened.
And we're noticing some things that the game is telling us, no, you know what? You've actually noticed everything that there is to notice.
Right, yeah.
But some of the notables are that if we look at our clues, we saw that there was this hunting photo where it seemed that there was some sort of secret society.
Oh, yeah.
And so Richard Remington was part of some crew, and we're probably going to investigate said crew. There he is. He's dead. Get me out of here. So I think that it's time to leave the office and return back.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Yeah, I think that we have most of... Oh, yeah, dude. This is the Boggy Buddy. Or I don't even know what the name of the creature is right now. But we've also discovered... Oh, yeah, Boggy. We don't think Boggy... Yeah.
Love Boggy.
Yeah,
I don't
has-
care if Boggy murdered someone. I think Boggy deserves clemency and amnesty.
Yeah. And I'm actually curious, because if I look at Boggy was discovered. That's not suspicious. Boggy was recorded in Explorer's Journal. Not suspicious.
Not suspicious.
This is suspicious.
Not suspicious.
Wait,
Boggy has not
That
been
is
officially cited for 60 years, and his appearance
It is
changed from the
suspicious.
original records.
okay. Sorry. It's suspicious that Boggy has 3 slashy points because that was...
As opposed to
three
the oven
slashy-
mitts that we discovered.
Yeah, I mean, is it still suspicious though? Because we know that the murderer weapon was not Boggy's hands.
What does suspicious
Anymore?
mean?
I don't know. We haven't
I
really
feel
used
like
that
this-
mechanic.
I feel like it means there is more to learn here. Like, we don't understand it completely.
There is more to explore.
I guess it could also mean, like, this is relevant to the solved case.
Now, one thing is that we have not gone up to the cafe yet. We were there briefly, and then we were dunked into Act 2.
Didn't I have a called shot? Didn't I pick who the murderer was?
Yeah, wait, who'd you pick?
Not her.
Yeah, no.
Let's see. Okay. Is this all the people?
We haven't found
who's
two.
Echo? Wasn't there like
Echo is the environmentalist.
who's the?
who
Oh, it's
wants
the
to shut down.
environmentalist. Yeah. I think it's the environmentalist.
Really?
Yeah.
Who died again?
Richard
Mr.
Remington.
Yeah.
And what were the motives? Why didn't people like him?
Well, he created this Boggy's Bog as a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp. So
Okay.
was it money? Is it due to tax evasion? Is it environmental issues? Oh, that's right. We looked.
We did.
And we discovered some
Typically,
trash.
a trash can, the glass.
Yeah, and we discovered that there was
Something.
an incredible dossier outlining exactly how you build a fake Boggy
Oh,
costume.
that's right. Somebody's detailed plans.
Trash can, mostly full of paper. All right,
The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship, I think. Never really learned much about ships. Grass. There's a little locked door on the side of the
Everything
ship.
I know
here.
about ships,
I think it's part of the cafe.
God. You know,
A ship.
you know how
And
long
why is
I
there a
spent
cafe growing out of?
in my recent life just setting up walk boxes in rooms like this, and to see there be no walking at all. Incredible.
What?
So Lee, can
What
you
is this world?
can you give us some insight? Now, I'm in no way looking for an NDA breaking experience.
Sure.
But my question is, when it comes to any job, particularly game development, because I love being a victim, but particularly in game development, I feel like it is always unclear when looking at a game what the really, really hard parts are. The really tedious, obnoxious, brutal, painful parts are. It's not about high concept failure and stuff like this. It's like what you talked about, trying to make walk boxes where you'd have a character actually move around the space. Like, what are some of those in adventure games? You'd never think about it being impossible, but it is. Or Sean, if there's an example in a game that you worked on that you thought was friggin' impossible.
Yeah, I don't want to. There's ones I could say, but I don't want to because the problem is, if I say them, then that's where people might look for bugs.
Right.
Of course.
They're kind of like liabilities, but it is the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, where it's the kind of thing where it's like, oh, okay, there's a change, a little bit of a change to this character, so now his arm swings out more when he walks. So now he's a little too close to everything in the game.
Oh my gosh.
He gets a little too close. So now it's like, okay, we'll just go through and I mean we didn't do that. That wasn't a thing, but there were those cases where it's like a change, like the polish phase. It's like, okay. Yeah, so there were things where you like go through the whole game and change the thing.
Or an Elden Ring, if you put on...
The more you polish, the more you have to polish.
Yeah, like, I actually think that all games would be better if they did not have doors.
Oh, really?
The amount of difficulty of just trying to have a character interact with a door is insane.
It's true.
But then what about the privacy of the NPCs, Sean?
Well, in America, you wouldn't ever have to have any doors. It's great. Talking to this turd.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're
Jesus.
Detective Grimoire.
At
He
your
looks
service.
like part of a chicken.
Well, kind of. And you're a
These
suspect,
characters
too.
are extremely
Of course, of
animated.
course. Feel free to
Like
be
they're
as
so
suspicious as you
animated.
like.
They've been
I
animated
won't
to
be
hell and
offended.
back.
You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I
They
must have
they
read
definitely
about one
all
of your many
they
exploits.
each contain half of an infinity
I
symbol
think
somewhere
you'll find
in their
this one
stance.
to be your greatest challenge.
That's a lemnis right there.
A lemnis?
Yeah, the infinity symbol is the lemnis gate. And so if you know that,
what?
and I said half of the word, that's hilarious to exactly 2 people tuned in right now. All right.
Lemnis Gate.
Yeah, Lemnis Gate is a time travel first-person shooter, not to be confused with a Lemnis Skate, which is the infinity symbol itself.
Gate.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, it's got boobs too.
All right.
Interesting.
I love challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
If you look
I
at
love
Lemniscate on
challenge.
Wikipedia,
I
it
eat
looks sort of
challenge
dirty.
for breakfast.
Nice.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured
Oy.
many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
A theme park in a swamp. Sounds crazy, no? But in our little town.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To
Good.
tourists, I guess?
Good.
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh,
Alright.
and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
What are
I can't
they?
Turkey
expose
and
all
no.
the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've
This is
worked
getting
here as
very.
long as I
This is
have.
getting very Guybrush. I will
How long
say.
is that?
That's
Yeah.
all I'll say.
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite
Is
food?
he the heir of the
Mr.
Remington
Remington enjoyed
Arms
a specialty
Company?
only I
Yeah,
can make.
this is
The bog dog.
basically the
Ate
same
one
story as
nearly
the
every
Winchester
day.
house.
A real creature
Right.
of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar.
He just kept
I'm
building
afraid
theme
I have
parks
to
into
disappoint you.
this swamp
I'm
to
not
prevent the
serving them
ghosts
today.
from ever reaching him.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for
Strange
the
green
information.
powder.
You've been a real big help.
That
Wait,
I would
take
assume
this
is
with you.
just mold.
If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp
A knife?
juice.
Oh,
Looks like it looks well, I'll
Say it.
try some later on.
Looks like
You're in luck. That's my last bottle.
Right?
A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently.
Oh my god.
I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Oh no.
okay,
Something
okay. Can we
strange happened at the cafe
can we
yesterday.
brain together the swamp juice with the mysterious goo that was found in Remington's body?
Richard
Because I'm gonna go ahead and
Remington
say that
Oh, I
it's the
see.
same
Interesting.
identical thing.
left the cafe feeling ill
we-
after.
Richard Remington was covered in swamp juice.
You know, let's look at this. Fired from job, sold him some swamp juice. Oh. Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Harper sold him a bog dog.
Suddenly burst into flames.
Suddenly burst into friend. I think it sold him a bog dog because the bog dog is green. He has one every day, and he left feeling ill. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Richard Remington left
Got
the
it.
cafe feeling ill after
yeah.
Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink
Hopper?
here in Boggy's Bog.
Papa.
I'll have to
Hopper.
ask him about this.
Yeah, this character has a very interesting, subtle accent from parts unknown.
Yeah, no. This is what happens whenever I try to do an accent. It's what's known as being a shitty voice actor, and like the.
Ooh! Ow!
Well, I
Amazing.
was trying to dunk on myself, and I realized I inadvertently dunked on this person, and I didn't mean
Yeah,
to do
you
that.
did.
So let me try again. It's that accent drift that makes voice acting so fucking hard. Where you start as a character that's good for 30 seconds, and then you like go get a drink from the kitchen and come back to your D&D session, and you just don't remember how to do the voice anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah,
why I
I
think
also-
that really good voice actors are amazing because they're able to not do that.
And I absolutely understand
Agreed.
accidentally savagely dunking on someone who worked on part of one of the games we're doing. It's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do that, right? It's like friendly fire, kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do though. We can just. I guess we can double down if we
Yeah,
needed to.
I actually, increasingly, I feel at peace. I feel at peace with the things that I have said. Because we're here to entertain. We're entertainers. It's the Jon Stewart defense, but also at the same time, unless I'm really being a faceter at the moment, I think a lot of those comments are fair. I think they're fair. I think they're
Why do I
fair.
feel like now I feel like I'm interviewing you and I'm sitting cross-legged in like a fancy chair in the middle of a big room for some reason, and there's lights pointed at you, and I'm just like,
So tell me about those comments. Tell me about those. And what did the people say after you made the comments?
Yeah. People have been calling you the new milkshake Doug.
You're going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down
Sassy
to his
face he does.
skeleton
It's just
stuff.
like-
There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff?
Nice.
Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Because he's dead, because he's a skeleton. Because he's... Oh my god.
You said you knew Remington?
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several.
Mr. Remington
Don't
has his
presume
ways.
to know what they all were.
His beard
Even though
goes
we
all the
were
way down.
friends,
Oh, yeah.
He had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets?
Oh man.
Hobbies? A secret hobby?
I've been watching Better
There
Call
was a
Saul.
man
This
with
is
a
some
dream.
foul shit we're
I
about
can
to learn
tell you
about.
that
Yeah.
much.
He had some predilections. He had needs that were specific to him.
He was very into Swampfoot. What
He
was
had
the
a
clue?
specific room built.
What is the clue that we just received? Because I wasn't paying attention.
I think it was just that he's got something boggy going on in his basement, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature.
The
They
challenge.
must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're
No,
finished
things just got out of
theorizing, I
hand.
was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they
I
achieve
can't
with
think.
I don't know.
it? Not yet.
Murderer. They could achieve murder. They're trying to frame Boggy.
Yeah, no, let me tell you.
Murder.
Someone is trying to frame a shittily constructed costume. That's what's up. I bet it's the necklace photographer. As in the photographer that does not have a neck. Not as in
Oh,
Necklace.
yeah, that
Neck-
I mean
got
it's
it.
absolutely neckless.
Right.
It's just
Yeah,
like a forehead extruding out from a body. It's incredible.
Well,
I
'cause
do think it's-
Hopper
I was
took
told
his neck.
Remington left the cafe looking
Hopper's
ill
got all
last
the
night.
neck.
Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink
some
around here,
guys have
I'm
all the
afraid this is
neck.
something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
Caused what? His murder?
Suddenly fall ill. It's the green
No,
shit.
the sickness. The green powder. That's right. Put green
A
powder.
bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
Why do I know
We
this?
don't.
I think you're just making a statement. I think that's a
Yeah.
hypothesis, I
The
guess?
storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem
Did we
like
just
this
give
before.
ourselves a clue?
But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Challenge completed. Feels like I'm done talking to him.
Wow.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah,
so,
it's the slime. Can we please somehow get a point for knowing that the slime upon his wounds must be bog juice? Whoa. Full screen
Oh,
animation.
I see. Oh my god. All right, we climbed up from here to here, leapt to this tree, and are now looking back at the path we walked up.
Beautiful.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home.
Ding dong.
Is that just what he says
Someone
about
please
houses?
tell me why there's a house. Well,
I don't understand.
Why is there a house anywhere anyway?
I wouldn't be using this old rope bridge if I had a choice. I've seen the movie.
All right, how clued in are we to the bridge? We're fully clued in. Hell yeah.
Someone please tell. Well,
Oh, yeah.
the latch is broken on the store.
May as well step right in.
Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right
Ooh,
place.
cogs.
Let me see if I can do as bad a job on this as possible.
Once they're
Yeah,
on the right
see-
pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the
Yes,
door.
yes, I understand.
This is going to be
I like
the
this.
dig skeleton all over again. All right, so let's just
100%.
begin by putting this one here.
Okay.
So this, we
Just
put this
arbitrarily?
here, okay, and then this
Oh,
one.
no. None of them touch.
This seems like a terrible idea.
Oh, is someone rolling some die? I don't
I guess those
understand.
are ball bearings that are just freely spinning.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, that's
let's-
actually gorgeous. That's not.
Oh, they actually
Nice.
checked for this. They
Good
actually checked for
job.
this.
Well done.
Make the noise. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it go faster if I go faster?
No. Not at all.
Alright. Alright, so if we actually want to solve the puzzle, it can only connect to here or here. I think it's here. Maybe a small one, and a big one.
There it is. No,
Oh, it's
not
touching
quite. Not
too.
quite. Oh. Just because it's touching those two doesn't seem bad, though.
Oh my god. It needs to be... Does it need to be a small one? Wait.
Is this actually going to be non-trivial?
Is it a non-trivial puzzle? I don't know why I'm doing that. So this is... So it has to be here.
Right.
Come on.
Perfect.
There we
I
go.
am amazing.
I think when you included that other gear, maybe it was turning the lock the wrong way.
That's true.
Oh, interesting.
You
Whoa.
just walked straight into my house, did you?
You sure did, Waybridge.
I'm
exactly.
paid to walk into people's houses.
Remember, we're the biggest douchebag we can be.
Not exactly. I had to climb up here first.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention, but I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get
Why
any
the
attention up
burn?
here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
No. I could
Is her
make an
head
excuse
a
and say it's my job
goblet?
to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Waybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
Alright, your job.
What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born, and I have absolutely nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here
Yeah,
longer than
can't
anyone.
imagine people living anywhere.
Even longer than... well,
You've been here?
anyone.
Just in
I-
this house?
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
Oh,
what have you been
60
doing
years.
for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be
What have you
here.
been doing?
I hate people.
But I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure
How
there's
old are
one
you?
detail worth writing down.
What have you been
I
doing
like
this
to
whole
study
time?
the plants and flowers in this area.
Oh.
I've learned many things
Okay.
from them.
Learned.
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't
capital
call
C.
it a chemistry
It's
set.
for making
But
crystal
if
meth.
you bring me an object that has liquid on it, or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow. How do you do
Whoa.
that?
What?
Chemistry.
All right.
Wait. Why wouldn't you call it a chemistry set if you use it to perform chemistry?
Well, I thought it was the setup for the joke. How do you do that? Chemistry, you know. It's like,
Okay.
I'll be there in 5 minutes. Will you? No. Like,
Right, yes. And as a joke, it had about
Yeah.
the same impact. Okay, yeah.
speaking of which, have you heard of Gator Light?
Gator light?
What?
Gator Light. Let me see if I can get this thing up here.
No.
Gator.
Is that like Gatorade?
It's I think it's made by the same company. It's this one. So
Ugh.
it's like supposed to be all about rehydration, man. Like you might want water for rehydration, but this is scientifically formulated for rapid rehydration. And like they were advertising the fuck out of it in LA, and the signs,
Okay.
the slogan is rehydrate quickly, rehydrate now. And I love that because the slogan undermined itself immediately. It's like, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'll be there now. Right? It's just like,
I don't have 5 minutes.
yeah, I know.
I mean,
I'll
definitely
give you 20.
escalates.
I'll give you 5. Right? It's just like, why does it say quick and then now? Like, just, you could pick one. Like, rehydrate now would have been fine, but rehydrate quickly. Rehydrate now. Like, but wasn't just doing it quickly fine to begin with? Has there
No,
been an
it's not good
update on
enough.
Slack?
Not good enough, Sean.
I know.
Fucking Logan did that one to me one time. He came to like pick me up to go to campus. Ready in 20, be there in 15.
Oh, Lee is breaking a no.
No, oh no, Lee. Oh no, Lee.
I'm catching up. I'm
Come back to
slowing
us,
down.
Lee.
There you are, Lee. Tell the joke quickly. Tell the joke now.
God.
Yeah. It was just that Logan was like, "When will you be ready?" And I was like, "I'll be ready in 20 minutes." And he was like, "I'll be there in 15." You know. It's
Yeah,
good.
no, it's I
Classic.
like, this is basically
That is
exactly
really
how
good.
all food delivery apps work. They're like, I'll be there in 45 minutes. And then like 30 minutes later you check and it's like, I'll be there in 45 minutes. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm here. Like, it's the worst. All right, a page from Waybridge's Book of Pressed Flowers contains information about all the flowers in the swamp and where they grow. The green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. Great.
Okay.
So we're going to find that, discover that it is
Wait,
Poison.
can we give her some liquids?
Do we have any?
Do we have any in our evidence?
Check out that sunlight beaming through the window.
Check out that sunlight beam.
Good.
Check out that rad sunlight beam, dog.
Sunlight beams. Let's go, sunlight beams. Oh, time to spam.
I'm in. This is like an oven? It's. The owner of this house
Or
seems
is
to
it
enjoy
just
reading.
a boiler?
Though
It's not a
I'm-
boiler. It's an oven.
There's a whole load of needles and wool. on
Is
that
it
shelf.
an oven?
Or
Is
should
there
I
a
say
place for
yarn?
you to put foodstuffs and have them cook? Looks like it's just a furnace.
But he said, "Is it just
Maybe
a
it's just a-
boiler?" But it's definitely not a boiler.
This
It's a
is
stove.
like an oven?
It's a stove.
Or is it just a boiler?
Oh, I see what you're
Fireplace.
saying. Like a
It's
stove is not not an oven.
A
a
stove
little
is not
black,
an oven.
It makes very little sense. A little black. It makes.
Oh.
I'm indoor. A little blanket on a little bed
What?
in a little house. It makes very little sense.
Why does that make very little sense?
I'm indoor. There's a
seems
book
like
on
a
the tape.
perfect-
How fascinating.
Place for a little person to sleep.
Yeah, our character seems to be just alien to a lot of what I would call normal kind of ways of life.
Your
Not just
job is
alien,
to
though,
ask me
like
about what
actively
happened last
confused by
night.
it.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know
Whoa.
more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful.
Is
Can you
this
tell me?
flirting?
What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was in an
With a
alibi-less
candlestick.
That's
locale.
it.
Oh,
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
this doesn't. I don't know.
I found these designs for a boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
Is this how easy
Wait,
this is
what?
all
But
case?
that's a
Oh,
good
wow.
reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard
But now my
Remington
craft
arrived
is
in
the
this swamp
craft.
years ago,
He
Yeah.
was
I
completely
offered him
naked.
some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
Fuck you and your fabric.
All right.
You've been here
The-
so long, you must have crossed paths with
What?
Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll
Look at the
be
way she's
better
saying
off
it.
without him.
No.
Hopefully the
Tee.
curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off? With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting?
Boggy.
Wait, what about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
What about
They
Buggy?
always fell
What
short
about
of their
Boggy?
ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws. Of any kind.
Boggy
They
poachers.
tried to get me to leave my home here. I stood my ground.
Obviously.
They come to
But
the
this whole
swamp
area
and
is a
pirate
tourist
Game of
attraction now.
Thrones
I
via
doubt
BitTorrent.
Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's bog with a gun and start hunting down his main attraction.
Yeah, pretty
Island.
much.
If you present a clue, do we have anything liquid to present?
Oh, these are my clues. Oh, these
Are they
these-
dripping with liquid because they're dripping with liquid?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's fucking rad.
First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the
Holy shit,
cauldron
it's a mini
and tap
game.
the faucet.
This is me.
Fuck yeah!
Now,
You can't tell me
just
this isn't
match the
interactive.
color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Oh my god.
This is me at Kaiser Permanente every 3 months.
Come on, Grimoire, you're good at colors.
Come on,
you gotta
Grimoire,
do
get it together. Get in the
Both at
game,
same time.
Grimoire.
Put both of them in.
Oh yeah.
Put them both in.
Put them both in. Put them both in. Put them both in. Oh,
Come on,
that's.
Grimoire.
Wait, it's green,
Oh,
so it needs
shit.
blue and
Wait.
yellow.
Hold on. Blue plus yellow. Wait, hold on.
That-
Come on.
What?
Yeah. Wait.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know.
Isn't that exactly what I fucking
Maybe
did?
maybe it needed to clear out. Maybe like
Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
blueberries and dandelions? That's not how you. Well,
Let's see.
okay.
yes,
First,
it's made of
tap the-
blueberries and dandelions.
Dude, I love the idea of this detective going.
Now,
Holy
we
Come
just
on,
match the
Grimoire,
color of
you're
that liquid
good
with
at
these
colors.
ingredients.
This logic, every pea
Got
is
it. Now I know
apple
what that liquid
juice.
consists. I'll write it down.
Everything
that
of the
looks
same
pretty
color
similar to
is the
last
same as
time.
everything else
Right.
of the
Yeah.
same color.
Let's see. First thing we then tap,
Are they all the same?
and now
I mean,
You can't tell me it's not interactive.
got it. Now I know what the. I'll write it down. This was the exact same liquid.
The green.
This
That's
is
right.
where we discover that in fact every surface in the entire swamp is coated in swamp juice.
Let's
Yes,
see. First,
there we
attack-
go.
Why does it let me do this 4 times?
I don't
Now-
know. I genuinely don't know.
Oh,
Come on, Grimoire.
Come on, you're good at
Pull it
colors.
together.
Come on, get your
Good at
shit together.
colors.
You're good at colors. I'm not
so
a
there
piece
was
of
this
shit.
guy
Got it.
in college when my friend
Now-
played
That was
he played competitive
something about that
tennis.
green slime.
And there was this guy that he played against always from this other school named Corey. And every time Corey would fuck up, he would be like, Corey would say, "Come on, Corey, get in the game. Get in the game, Corey." Like, he'd just be yelling at himself. And so now whenever I fuck up, I'm like, "Get in the game, Corey."
Get in the game. Corey.
Yeah. I hope you wind up working in an open floor office plan with someone named Corey one day. That would be so
That's-
good.
Yeah, that's
You're just coding. You hit a bug. You think you fixed it. There keeps being regressions. Get it together, Corey. Corey's like, "What's that, Lee?" Like, "Just fuck off." Get it together, Corey. Put your headphones back in. All right.
Oh, I had a little bit of that the other day because, I like to make noises to myself, and I was trying to get, the sound wasn't working on the old Apple TV. I was having one of those problems. And I'd been watching a little too much What We Do in the Shadows, so I was just saying, I forgot that my door was open, and I was just saying, like, "What the fuck? What the absolute fuck is going on?" And then, like, my housemate was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I love when I get so used to my own way of communication that when I'm around other people, it's lost on me that I'm absolutely intractable. Like, I remember I went to this restaurant where the fries were really good. And, I mean, I was just like, holy shit, these are the best fries I've ever had. And the waitress comes up and she goes, are you enjoying the french fries? And I just went, "They're insane." And she did not know what I meant. That is the best thing.
Good.
Yeah.
That's an adjective.
The idea of
That's just
what
inappropriate
she
for that
heard
situation.
and tried to conclude from it that I was eating them and I was like, "These fries are just mentally unstable. I think they have psychosis." I was like, "They're good. They're
Diagnosed
insane."
for French fries. These are insane. Yeah. Also, so I went to the So I got racially othered today, slightly. This was really interesting. Not expecting it. I was having some stuffy nose problems, and I went into my nose guy. I have a nose guy.
Yeah.
And
Your ent.
and he finally said, the inside stuff looks good, there's no inflammation, so it's really just about the shape of your nostrils. And so, there's not much we could do unless you wanted to change the shape of your nose. And he said, with Caucasian people like you, sometimes they'll have these, you'll get what you've got, which is sort of slit-like nostrils.
Interesting.
Sounded so racist, and I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And he was like, because he was a person of color, and he was like, "Yeah, if your nose is more like mine, a little more round, you could breathe better." And I was just like,
Slit-like nostrils.
Me and my slit-like nostrils.
And you were like, no, that's not the issue. I smell with my tongue.
And I was like, "Ooh, Tony."
All right, yep, sit down. All right, here we go.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. I was like,
All right,
I'm
what's
genetically
stupid
inferior. Damn, brutal.
shit? All right, my hairstyle
Bogus.
is proof that Sally's
My
Legs have
hairstyle
magic
is
powers.
proof
Obviously.
that Sally's legs have magic powers. Oh, that.
I mean, I know the solution, but I need to have
The
something.
black leggings prove that Sally's legs are the swamp creature.
The fireplace poker found at the crime scene and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's
Swamp
leggings.
slime.
They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
Challenge unlocked. Challenge unlocked.
Yeah, but I
Wait,
mean,
were those
somebody
her
stole her
leggings?
leggings.
Yeah.
Somebody stole her
Right.
leggings to use them as boggy.
Part of the costume.
She was
Yeah.
making love to someone and left her leggings there. And when they took the opportunity to make a silly boggy costume out of it. That's what I think.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, is that the fairy girl?
Aha! The
Yeah.
great
It
detective
is.
returns.
Wahaha.
Did you run out of ideas? Need a little push in the
I feel
right
like she's gonna
direction?
steal our ocarina.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just need a little boost. Oh, is she giving us a hint?
You're the one who needs a little push.
She's willing to.
Oh.
Like it or not,
Aw.
I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects
What?
yet?
Yes.
You can't run.
Have you
Wait,
noticed
didn't we?
anything unusual?
Yeah.
I noticed
Well,
that
there's
this
a guy
going
who
to take
died.
longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard
That I
time
was right.
believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make
Or that
sense.
I could ever find
and
it.
it still doesn't.
Some things don't
A place
make
where I
sense
belong.
straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what?
She's giving us
Mud,
incredibly
water,
vague adventure game
trees.
clues.
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
Whoa, she did it.
She's gone
Damn.
again.
Extremely
Hiding in a bush,
defensive.
no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
All right.
So something new is not meant to be here. I mean, the
This
whole
staircase
attraction.
and this place. The rock path.
All right. So this is
I
the
would
other way
live
to
here.
the
This
museum.
is a tight place to live.
The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it.
Whoa.
Not bad.
I'm
So
hot.
it's not swampy.
Not bad.
The rock path
No
leading back.
bad.
The water's clear here. I can. Not
So,
bad.
what is this interface telling me on the right? Those are all of the people that we've talked to and the secrets that they still have?
Yeah. These are the. There's 8 facts about all of them.
I see.
So we need to dig through facts. Like this local woman.
We've
knows
got all
everything.
Of her facts. Okay.
The water's
Local
clear. I can
woman.
see. Not
We know her name though. Why do we just call her
This
local
staircase
woman?
and this staircase and this stair. The rock path.
Right?
Are you? Oh, does that
There's-
means we have to find another thing, huh?
Oh yeah. With
Sometimes the
bubbles.
basics
What's
I have
this?
to catch up
Looks
on.
like the stuff in the
Well-
water has been moved around
Oh,
recently.
shit.
Maybe if I reposition
How-
them, I'll find a
Wait.
clue.
What?
Maybe.
How is he?
Maybe
These
if
rocks look like they've been moved.
There's a footprint. There's a footprint in the rocks that were reassembled like a puzzle.
I can't even begin to tell you how fucking satisfying this is.
Yeah, this is extremely good. Look at that.
Shit.
Look at that shit.
Wait,
Leaf over on the right. Yeah.
that's not how. Is that how footprints work?
It can
We,
be.
not even a
I
little bit.
recognize that footprint.
If you want
It's the
my
same stone we
boggy
found at the crime
and you
scene.
think he's sexy, come on, baby, let me know.
All right. So I'm going to see if I can get Despy to meow, because this is like really fun to do. Let me pull the microphone in. I'm gonna move this over here. Tilt this.
Oh, she's
Oh.
curious.
All right.
Can we get some purr?
Yeah. Despy. Hey, Despy. Despy. Make a noise. Perform.
No. I do not perform for you.
Despy, come on. Despy. Oh, all right. What if we put a little bit more energy into the cat? There we go. Let's just scritch.
There we go.
All right. All right. Despy.
Smears?
Oh, fuck. Did you get that?
No.
right.
No.
Despy, this way. Hey. Oh. Hold on. I gotta scoot you this
Purr
way.
in this direction, Despy.
No.
No,
Ah.
bye. No,
Ah.
bye. You're trying to make me do
What?
things.
Yeah, she's like,
I don't wanna-
please cut it out. Please. All right, so let's go into walkie mode. Oh, wait. So if I go this way, this is from where I was coming from. All right, so
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
I very much
That
appreciated a
museum- Wait,
TikTok
is it-
that I saw that referred to when the cat rubs on you as smears.
There's a little door in the wall here.
Mirrors.
So this is locked.
Wait, there's a little door in the wall. Can we go through that door?
Yeah, it's
There's a little
Behind
locked.
this dude? Oh, I see.
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah. Were you here yesterday?
Yeah.
What were you doing last night?
That happened.
I was here in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please.
Interesting.
There's a
Everybody
key
in this
to every
kind
lock,
of does that
detective.
sort of like they do that sort of
so
like
you have the key to the museum?
like
Of course I don't. Why would you think
kind
that?
of look.
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone
what?
did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I doubt.
Oh
I'm writing
shit!
down
So
your
somebody
confession
else
about
stole
sneaking around
his
here at night.
lockpick and
What
then
are you
picked
gonna do? Report me
someone's
to
lock.
Remington? Good luck, my friend.
Or we're gonna find the lock in an incriminating place, and it's gonna link him to
Yeah.
a larger crime.
What can you tell me about your relationship?
It seems like a
with
mistake to
Richard
admit
We didn't
all
really
of
have
this
one, and
stuff.
now we
Yeah, don't talk to the
definitely don't have
policeman.
one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
What does that mean?
It means
Yeah, what the
there are
fuck?
some chapters of this swamp's history
Oh,
that
shit,
he
lay
never
it on
wanted
us.
anyone to know about.
Did he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no
Did
right to this
anybody else
building. He
come
knows
into
that.
this
We both
museum?
know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
What?
What?
And the music stopped.
Yeah, what
I
the?
saw
fuck?
these
Ominously.
designs for a boggy costume.
Do you ever
Some
find that
ridiculous
you
new
try to pay
merchandise for
attention to
tourists to waste their
something
money
in a
on?
game and then
No.
it just
I
bucks you and
believe the
throws you and
murderer is dressed
makes it
Yeah.
impossible to
Last night when the
understand what the
attack
fuck is
ended.
going on?
Yeah,
They were trying to scare him out of the swamp. They
Wait, I don't understand why you didn't have any follow-up questions.
because we're a horrible detective. We each person we go up to, we say, "Well, you'll only tell me 8 things. That's all the space I have for in my notebook."
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me,
Shit,
Special
you
Agent
think
Folder,
you
how would
thought?
you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way
off.
anyone would believe... Nothing but foolishness.
Wow.
Okay.
This
Yep,
life just
nothing
began
suspicious
and
here.
Jesus.
Nothing at all.
Don't be suspicious.
Let's present him a clue.
The real swamp creature had claws.
Nice.
3 on each hand, to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic
And-
fins instead?
7 heads on 7 necks and 7 crowns on each head.
All right, let's see here.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
Fucking dude.
It's perfect
What?
because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
Interesting.
Yeah, meanwhile, we've got some fucking Tchaikovsky playing.
Yeah. All right, so we're missing a clue. We're missing something at the crime scene.
I love all of the various iterations of Boggy that we've got on the screen right now.
Yeah,
we
Explorer's
have.
Journal.
Can we just discuss? Like, can we enumerate them? Because we've got
Yeah,
the
this
very sad old Explorer's Journal Boggy, like the very deathbed, deathbed wishes Boggy, and then we've got school child Boggy
Yeah.
illustration.
Yeah. We also have I didn't realize that I was gonna work today, so I got really high around lunch, and here I am. And
Yeah.
this is that father's child's drawing of him. It's a good spread of different boggies.
Yeah, Boggy has like kind of a dichotomy between weary and like world weary and cartoon. Those are his two endpoints.
I desperately want to know why Remington didn't have a claim over the building or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I found
You know,
these designs
whenever
for a
anything about
costume,
land claims
a
comes up,
boggy
I just
costume.
tune out.
Aha, the legendary
Right.
swamp creature.
I'm not
Yeah,
good at
that's the
solving
one.
those mysteries.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
Okay.
Burl did it.
This
You
dude,
saw Remington
man.
last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work.
No need
and
to
I like
exchange
to
a
let
lot
him.
of words, though, if
What
you
do
know
you
what I
think
mean.
of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
He
I
did
know.
it. He absolutely
I just can't
murdered
understand
him.
why anyone would even try.
I think
We
Mr.
murdered him.
Remington had his reasons.
Yeah, we
He looked
definitely
like
are the
a man with a
murderer,
couple
man.
of Secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't
I would
be
make
secrets.
a reference to a classic mystery novel, but it would spoil the classic mystery novel. But
Oh, is it Murderer on the Orient Express?
it's not.
Oh, we can do
That's
Sally
not
Spears
the
challenge.
solution. That's not the solution to.
Is it
Orient
Agatha's
Express.
Crispies?
Yes, Agatha's Crispies.
What can you tell me about these
New
designs for a
breakfast
costume?
cereal.
A boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy. I must admit,
Boggy.
I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
This guy did it.
Fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh,
No,
no.
it's
I
like
meant-
Boggy.
Well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons
Boggy.
and comic strips.
Echo
He's one
did
of the
it.
greatest characters of the last 100 years.
No, two people
I've got
did
some
it.
comics in my tent.
Echo
You really
100%.
should see
But he
it.
was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I round it up.
But what about his costume? Have you
Motherfucker.
seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that.
I've never seen anything
And
like
I'm
it in
a
the
very
world.
observant person.
All right.
Oh, I
So
forgot
what
to
did
call
Mr.
for
Remington
allergy
think of you?
shots.
I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp
Drat.
every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't
Fool
like
is
you
the
hanging
best
around.
Hey,
word.
Darth Vader.
That
Yeah.
man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring
Urgh.
me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what? He just left you alone?
I kept
He
tweeting and
expected me to
tweeting at
board and
him.
go
Nothing. Not even a
I'd get
like.
sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he?
Oh.
He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure.
And don't
Yes.
call me Shirley. Or do.
All right, so we actually don't have a lot of information about this fucking turd. So let's just present him.
I'm afraid I have no idea.
What about the hunting photo?
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office.
Uh-oh,
It
screen
was
went
ripped
dark.
up, though. I think
Sure
it was some
did.
kind
He
of...
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And
What?
show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
What the fuck?
What?
Dude, this guy's evil. And who the heck is Mr. Harper?
He's the
Oh yeah.
cook guy. Hopper.
Mr. Hopper?
Mr. Hopper.
Not interacting with her.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
Good, good,
I've never
good.
seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
Whoa.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective.
Jesus
when you have
Christ,
legs
I
like
forgot
mine,
Oh.
about her.
you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
What is going on
Jesus.
here?
This is the
What is
fun
going
part
on
of being a
here?
detective.
Well,
Is
you're
this
right.
flirting?
Heck?
Did a 10-year-old just be like, oh, women like to talk about their sexuality and men like to make passes and everyone, all parties involved are cool with it. I mean, that is
Brutal.
rough. I hope that she killed the guy. I actually hope we killed the guy so we go to jail because I don't think our character deserves
That would
to
be incredible.
be in public.
I always wear these.
So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
Okay.
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something.
He's thinking about these
With a
legs.
little smile,
This choice
just like
attraction?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What? What?
Okay.
Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
Where?
What?
The
Are
fuck?
you calling me? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Challenge unlocked.
The black leggings you found in your bag this morning. They're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in this swamp is covered in slime.
Not
What's your
slime,
angle,
swamp
Grimoire?
juice. Your
Well,
black
yeah,
leggings were
that
part of the
one.
murderer's costume.
Yes.
Your black leggings were part of the murderer's
100%.
costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know.
Yes,
I
we
don't
literally
have proof
just
someone
talked
else
about
did.
that.
If I had been wearing them
But
when
why
I
male
committed a
models?
crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
Several
Slime.
knees.
They're walking on their own? I don't know.
Oh, dude, I really want to say you're too fat to wear these. Like, this is...
Whoa!
I mean, it's just so extreme.
Oh Jesus!
Alright, you're far
Is
too...
that would be
It's
that would be a
definitely-
morale
that's
system
the
when you did
correct
that.
answer, but like,
Yeah, I mean...
You're too fat to wear these.
oh my god!
Let's think about this one again.
Oh, you don't even get to. Wow.
Oh
Okay.
no!
They're covered.
Everything. What's your angle?
Ew.
Your black.
Costume? Is that...
So this is a roguelike.
Well, don't
Yeah,
have.
exactly.
Do you... Besides, what do you...
They're
loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone
I mean-
larger than me has worn
It's
these.
been loose and
They're
Like
stretchy.
stretched out,
logically, that is
especially
clearly
at
the answer,
waist.
but I don't know
It's
that I
pretty
could
obvious.
actually
So let's
notice
see.
that about
Somebody
them
stole them
from
to use in
the
the bog
depiction.
costume, and then
Right.
But it gives us two obviously idiotic choices,
You say so.
and they're
Right.
stretched.
It's
So,
not
you
my
know,
job
there it
to
is.
know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, my, yes.
What?
But only if you choose one for me.
Is this what
You
flirting
look
is?
like you could use something to
don't
wind
know.
up. You can take this one.
Oh, well, that fucking paid off, though. That's sick.
Hold on. I don't know if this is a
Hold on.
mini game I'm allowed to stream on Twitch. Oh, yeah.
Amazing. Oh Jesus.
Dude.
This toy proves the basic structural instability of the boggy creature.
Yeah. Boggy's feet were hidden in a bucket of water.
His
it
feet are
said.
in a bucket of water.
All right.
Take the toy apart in order to prove definitively what Boggy's feet look like.
It's not a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
What do you think about this toy? No, where's the toy? There it is.
Why don't you show that to someone else?
Why don't you shove it up your ass, frankly?
I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey.
Things that don't
Wow.
exist. They want to go out and shoot things.
This motherfucker's after Orpheus.
Feels like I'm done talking to him.
It feels like I'm just talking to him. I have had that experience.
Yeah, you ever... Oh, man, let me tell you. I was doing small talk recently, and there came a point where I was like, let's just both choke ourselves until we pass out, because this is
Wow.
a fate
Yeah.
worse than death. Just sitting here being
Yeah.
like, really? In person I just met? How did you meet your husband? Oh, really? Through a friend? Well, I have nothing more to contribute unless you really like video
Yeah.
games. Like,
Oof. That's tough. That is tough.
so I'm gonna go. I'm not interacting with this
Don't interact.
tiny
I
wench.
mean,
Alright,
she's very confusing to me.
Are you-
hold on. It
Did he
just,
just
it feels
draw
like I'm done
aggro?
Oh,
talking.
you're done talking to that dude too, yeah.
What can you tell me about these designs for a boggy costume?
They
Nothing
suck ass.
whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
What?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your Boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has
Yeah,
been
one of those
very
weird
kind
robot
to people
things.
like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
Computer!
The much
You can
cheaper.
fuck that sky high.
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or three. But you liked him.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
I mean, it feels like I'm done talking to him. I'm going to present this.
Yeah, it feels like I'm done.
I don't really have time to...
All right, I guess it did.
Very
my feelings
busy
were
with
right.
my phone.
Yeah, Harper. So who have we? What have we not
What are we
done?
missing?
Is there anything missing? Oh wait,
No clues. Wooden dock. Southern end.
Swamp dock.
Crossroad.
Crossroads. Sean, we could go to the crossroads.
Protest.
Crossroads. Oh. Go to the crossroads.
All right.
These flower petals seem a little out of place.
Okay.
What are they made of?
A rather prominent
Green.
tree. It's a rather prominent. A rather. I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here, and I'm impressed someone would want to.
What?
What?
Whoa!
It's
what?
a colorful, boggy-themed padlock.
That's not
He's
how tents work.
staring into my soul.
Yeah, why is it hard
It
to
should
pitch a
open
tent?
if I set the right number.
0415.
Damn it!
Done. Damn it.
Oh, is that the video game number?
Oh no, I got it wrong. It's 451, but whatever. It's still.
A rather prominent. Looks like this. Looks like the. Looks like.
I love the idea that you can sneak into his tent while he's right there.
Yeah, that does seem like he would protest.
Looks like this. Looks like.
He doth protest too much.
Looks. A rather
I mean, it seems
prominent.
like he's out here every day.
A rather.
That's-
Looks like.
Yeah.
and not getting results, so that might be too much.
Do y'all see
Sure.
anything? Oh.
No.
I wonder what others think of him. We're
Yeah,
gonna bring
but-
him up to other people.
Looks like. Looks like. Looks like. Looks. Look.
Hold on.
Look.
I'm just sweeping.
Looks.
Yep.
Looks.
So this game doesn't light up when you mouse over something?
No.
Look.
Shit.
Looks. I'm in. It's Echo's tent. It's Echo's tent. A rather. It's. A rather. It.
Can we ask him
I'm
what his
impressed.
favorite number is?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm just trying to find the other clue here.
Is the other? I was assuming that the
Looks
other
like
clue is
I-
inside the tent.
Looks like
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Like
nice,
we,
nice.
yeah, like we have to solve that mysterium.
All right.
Ah.
Oh.
I'm afraid I have.
I think we should go. Oh no, I guess Hopper's told us everything. We could ask that girl. I think we need to try to ask somebody about him, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that dude."
Yeah, and if I go to my file on Harper, or not Harper, on Echo.
Ah.
Not a talented artist or musician.
All right.
Huh.
I guess that means he didn't make the costume. Is that what that's implying?
I don't know.
You should ask someone.
All right, fine, sure.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go ask Finder.
You can fuck right off. Charlie Mop is wondering what are the thermometers next to the characters about. That's how hot they are,
Yes,
Charlie.
I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp
Yeah,
creature.
their dateability.
I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime.
All right, present a clue.
I have no interest in something like that.
So I think we're gonna go find a lockpick at the crime scene.
Well, so we do. We have a clue that somebody picked the lock to the side door of the dining hall.
Yeah.
Which seemed like a relevant clue to present to that dude, but we can't do it, I think.
There are signs of...
All right, so... Okay, so I'm going to exit, and I'm going to go back to the crossroads real fast here because the lady's here.
You again.
Don't let them take.
Who? That's my job.
No,
I'm skipping this. I
creature.
hate this character more than anything.
This place
Wow.
is his
I just don't
home.
understand her.
Oh,
I don't know where
Bobby.
she came
Yeah.
from
Hey,
or
don't
why
worry.
she's magic.
I didn't really believe he could be responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no.
Mainly because I didn't believe he existed at all.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, how could a
Kind of
phantom...
a
he
dick
existed
thing
at
to
all.
say, but
So
That's good.
he won't get in trouble? You won't have
Oh,
to leave?
you can't...
Well,
You can't
he's
go to
been
jail
out
if you
here
don't
for, what,
exist. That's
60 years,
double
hasn't
jeopardy.
he? And stayed out of trouble for that long. I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
Well, in that case...
And if a detective could
he says-
affect change like that, it certainly wouldn't be me.
Thank you.
Bye, Rookie. She did it.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Those trees. There's a hollow.
Hello.
Note to self. It's a fork in the road.
Because here's the thing, we actually have another... We have a clue here.
Apparently, there's a museum to the... There's a
I feel
hollow
like
part.
this is gonna be like the last clue that we find.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, it feels like we're really just batting cleanup here.
I think we need to go around and ask every person about Echo.
Echo Coco.
It's here I looked.
He's been
Putting
putting,
less
into
effort.
Which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Isn't he
Talk
trying to
to him
shut you
Not
down?
really. Sometimes he likes to talk. Just casual conversation.
So this said,
He asks
feels like
how
I'm done
business
talking.
is going and what everyone likes to eat. Nothing of real importance.
Oh, he knows what everyone likes to eat.
Yeah, he poisoned. He definitely Riddlered somebody's
You have a
boggy sandwich.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go right back and ask him.
Yeah,
Water.
just go
You
hold
should
his
ask
feet to the fire.
Seriously,
Ask everybody else about him on the way.
Yeah, let's go walk this way.
It's a hump.
What? Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protest used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
I'm
And what's
happy
the
to say,
combination
I
to
don't
the
know.
lock?
There
Yeah.
might be something I can ask Echo about.
Echo has never spoken to Sally Spears because he's so terrified.
Echo has never spoken to Sally Spears because he's so terrified.
All right.
No. And less time in his. Wait. Spends more time holding.
What? No, that's not.
More time in
That's
his
the
time.
opposite
Less
then,
time.
right?
There it is.
Echo spends less time
Yes,
holding the
yeah.
protest sign and more time in his tent.
We're doing
I
it.
wonder if Echo can tell me what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
And what the combination is.
All right. Back.
That's weird.
Wait,
So,
did
it
that-
seems like you've been
did that
indoors
unlock-
more
That
lately.
didn't unlock the challenge thing?
Oh, it sure did. Challenge unlocked.
Oh, I see.
I heard you've been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent.
You know.
Normally I wouldn't pry,
in your
but it's
bunk.
my job to
You know,
ask.
untouched people have even noticed something like that. I
Excuse
live
me?
under the
Oh,
impression
sorry.
Everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
Oh.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away.
You admit
There
it's
isn't
true.
really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget
What?
it.
How do you know?
Wait,
Maybe
what?
it would echo in
They're
my
speaking
mind.
in riddles again.
What?
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Did you
Let's
fucking
work
murder
out why
Remington?
Echo was hidden away
Is
in
this
his tent.
Shakespeare?
Notebook
This is
time.
like when they. This is what they do when they read Shakespeare, and then the English teacher's like, "Wasn't that funny?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking. These are words." Oh.
No.
What?
Maybe.
I have a silly nickname.
What?
I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense.
You've been in your tent, hiding from Boggy.
Why not?
What? What? Wait, no, follow-up questions.
I don't understand what I discovered. What did I discover?
think we said something facetious, and then he said, "Why not
I'm
have
afraid
that
I
be
have-
true?"
I don't understand.
Show it. No thanks.
I don't think that's it.
This-
What?
The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a
60
little
years
unsure of the
ago.
details.
But not here.
Shouldn't you have read up
Am
on
I
all this stuff?
misremembering? Didn't we
Forgive
learn
me.
that like
It's hard for
none
me to
of
get
this
the village of
happened in
Boggy
this
as the
swamp?
lovable
It all happened
cartoon
in a
character
different
out of my
swamp?
mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973,
And they
But you're
moved the
protesting to
museum
protect the real swamp
from
creature.
some other
The cartoon
swamp that
character is
actually
just
has
some
a cryptid
commercial
to this
byproduct,
swamp that the
right?
dude owns so that he could build a
Yes.
theme park?
Yes, of
What?
course.
I don't.
Am I making this up? I feel like this is a really important
I'm
plot
afraid
point.
I have
Oh,
no
I don't
idea.
understand.
Yeah,
Nobody is acknowledging it.
Because we were talking about like the Loch Ness monster being in the next lock over, right? Like there
Yes,
was we were
exactly.
joking about this.
We were joking about that because that is what happened. I don't understand. Like, Boggy is not from this swamp. Boggy canonically lives in a different place. And this dude just bought the intellectual property rights and built a theme park out of him in a cheap ass
It
swamp.
looks like the I.
What?
You want me to sign a photograph for you? Now there's a man who could handle himself.
You got
I'm
Berenstain.
not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday. That was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
What are we doing here?
I don't know what we're doing.
What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here?
Look,
Like,
okay,
like
look,
the game
somebody-
abruptly stopped happening for me.
No, this is. I feel like this is a perennial problem with detective games, though, right? Like, because there's a balance of. In a novel, movie, it just keeps happening, right? Like, it doesn't require you to set pace. And that is like key for this genre of story to work. And I feel like it's not uncommon in mystery games to reach this point of what are we doing here? What is happening at this point? Because the game is waiting for you to make
Someone please
one last connection or you know,
Yeah.
Right.
the classic adventure game problem that we've seen over and over again. Like, the
I have
game
nothing
expects
good to
us
say
to
about that, Ned.
mentally make
Yeah.
I
that
won't say
last
anything
connection, and it's waiting for us to do it.
You should ask.
I mean, well, so what
Sure,
we
it
know that
doesn't.
somebody made a Boggy costume, somebody larger than
not even
what's her name,
You should ask.
and murdered
Sure,
the
what does
guy.
Doesn't.
No, we don't know that for sure.
I'm
Somebody
not
murdered the guy with a pitchfork,
You should.
which seems like they were trying to frame Boggy. But why would you frame Boggy? Because Boggy doesn't exist. Why are they trying to kill somebody?
Except the magic fairy girl
Unfortunately,
does think that Boggy
They've
exists.
hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes. And one of them after that.
Oh shit.
Was it Remington?
I mean, his name is literally Remington.
Hunting rifle.
No, thank you.
Oh, God damn.
No, thank you. Hey, Sean, do you want to just ask me about something? Could you just ask me about something?
Me, Sean, with Sean.
Either. I don't know.
What did you have for dinner tonight?
No, thank you.
I'm
This
sorry,
is a
I'm a little
60-year-old
hard of
journal.
hearing.
It was
Did
on
you say
display in
thank
the
you as a
museum.
single word?
I know what
Because
it
it sounded
is.
like you said thank you
I
as just a
thought you
single word
might.
with no space.
I'm supposed
thank
to
you.
look to the past, right?
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
What? No, thank you. A Boggy Hat was living in the swamp.
Yeah, okay, I'm down with that. She's been here for 60 years.
Swamp. Wait, so there's Boggy and so Boggy's not the swamp creature. Boggy is a
Lady
It's the
Weybridge
cartoon.
was living in the swamp when Boggy became a famous cartoon character. I'm starting to piece together
You're not.
the
No, that's
history of this
isn't that a
place.
true statement?
100% true.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even if it's not important, you're not losing your mind.
He's just gaslighting himself into oblivion.
Yeah, poor guy.
Richard Remington killed the
Richard
swamp
Remington
creature.
killed the
No,
swamp
I think
creature.
Well, I mean,
swamp
I
creature
think
is
it's the
alive.
fact that the
was
museum was
discovered by
already
an
built.
explorer 60 years ago. I don't get it.
So, I think
What about that? Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered 60 years ago.
Yeah, I like that one.
Lady Weybridge
My
was
God,
living
the
in the
genius.
swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Now,
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah.
Looking into the history of this place.
Oh,
He says
really?
Boggy, but he means
Find
the swamp
anything?
creature.
Yeah,
Well,
you.
You
yeah.
must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house. Remember?
Oh my god, is she gonna kill us?
Maybe.
Mm.
The last thing, the thing that we just said twice.
Yeah.
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
Which
The
tells me
explorer?
nothing.
That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who
Sure.
originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
Damn. Wait, is there a page missing?
I mean,
I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
find out
You
in
do that
those
one.
3 ghost throughs.
This
If
is
we,
we're-
can, if we can make that
There's a
true
page
by
missing from the
stating
journal.
it.
This is just
I think
improv
you
at
know
this
where
point.
it is.
Why
Yes,
on earth
and?
would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal. Or what, that I stole?
I'm suggesting that you are Boggy's mother.
You took it from the journal while it was displaying?
You took it from the journal.
No. I think maybe it's the middle
Did
one,
you?
but...
You one dream.
Oh man, you gotta do the whole thing again, huh?
You were...
That
You know, his...
you learn.
This... Because you were...
You were a fool to come to this swamp, Grimoire.
Which one did you think it was? It changes the order of them each time.
The first one. I don't know if that's right, but that seems like a reasonable
really have
thing to
no
say.
Idea. If I could
No,
see it,
you have
I
to
might
just
be able to make up my mind.
You have to just
belong in a museum.
do a leap of faith
It belongs
into the nothingness.
Here with me. You understand?
What if I promise
No,
I'll return it after I finish
not at
cleaning up
all.
this mess?
Whatever it is.
I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage
Wait.
without it.
I think there's something on the
Is
back.
the little magic fairy girl
Yeah,
the
her
swamp
daughter.
witch 60 years ago?
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe
time
it's
travel
the daughter, and the daughter killed her father, and it's just crazy from here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
you
ready
can
for
turn it
for
around.
gothic shit.
Okay, that's some weird pop. Okay. I see what they're doing.
What's
I don't like
this?
it.
What? Legs?
Footprints.
Does it have two toes? Are those two-toed footprints?
I think it's showing us the lost page ripped out of the explorer's journal given to Weybridge by the explorer 60 years ago. Features a drawing of Lady Weybridge at 20 years old. It also features drawings of Boggy's feet and footprint. He has 2 toes at the front and 1 at the back. This page proves the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy.
Right.
False Boggy.
And were we confused about that?
I see. These are... I literally thought that these were the legs coming down from this creature that was like a furry shield at a slant. Like...
Right.
It's related to a biblically accurate angel. It's just like...
Right. The biblically accurate lawyer.
It's rings of orbiting feet.
Incredible.
Now, this is the thing. I don't actually know what the game wants me to do in order to conclude shit.
I think you're gonna have to arrest somebody.
I guess.
You have a lot of... He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Wait a minute, because we can actually just go to this thing and say, who have we not actually done the challenge for? Agent Folder.
Oh, I understand. I'm starting to piece together how the game is structured. You know, because sometimes, like, not driving the game, it's hard to follow sometimes what's going on.
Sure.
System-wise. So, like, I didn't realize that each of these characters had... Oh, is that when you go into the bondage zone with them? Is that what that is?
interest to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
What about the hunting photo?
Is
missing page.
that the missing page of the journal?
There it
I
is.
think
Oh,
so.
shit.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
That's fucking it? Oh, this guy sucks. What'd you suggest?
Hunting photo.
So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it.
Wait, what's the hunting photo again?
It's his secret
You're wasting
society,
your
his
pre-
little cult.
I've never seen that.
I must have not remembered that.
Listen.
Oh.
I thought we were gonna do a challenge.
Well, we haven't unlocked it. We gotta
This
unlock
journal-
it somehow.
You're wasting your precious
do
time.
I want to somehow ask
I think
this
I know how
guy-
to... Because we need to ask about the lockpick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Harper, and I'm going to ask him about the guy who has the lockpick. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
This. Then we
I also... I want to somehow ask him for clarity on my Berenstain. I don't know how to do that.
It is pretty amazing that her, like, super personal thing was, like, a picture of her with boggy feet pics on the back.
Technically.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about
I'm just
that.
going to
Real
show
or
this
not,
around
the
to
creature's
everybody. Is
the
that
most
okay?
important part
I
of this
promise to bring
mystery.
it back later.
Which one? The cartoon
May I
character or
upload
the real
this
creature?
to-
Exactly.
But Mulder, we can't just
You have a lot
we
of
can't just charge a mythical creature
Well-
with a crime.
I don't
But
asked
Scully,
him
what
about
I'm
his
telling
level
you
of
is maybe we can't not do that.
Why don't you show that? You don't know.
Fuck.
One of I never. These seek they to be.
Right.
I can't help you with that.
Christ.
I mean, I just don't even know how to interact with the game in a way to get the game to tell me that I'm get to advance.
What's this?
So, I have this theory that with games like this, maybe what you need to do is make 25% more clues and stuff than the player actually needs to complete the game.
I actually think that's an underestimate.
I'm sorry.
I think it's like 300%.
Yeah, I think that like most of your game needs to be paths that all get you to the same place. Like if you can defeat the level in the shooter with a rifle or a pistol or a shotgun, you need to be able to prove this murder by finding the weapon or getting a confession or finding like there needs to be like 3 murder weapons and 3 different people who did the murder and any way in which you discover it.
Actually, that's freaky.
That's
I really don't have an opinion.
That's weird.
My apologies.
Yeah, that's creeps me out too. The
you didn't
idea
have to
that it's like
I mean, it's not that surprising I have insight. Come on, guys.
no, it's just like,
I mean,
there's
come
something
on.
There's something very disturbing about the idea of a game that just makes your solution true.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's weird.
That's a little bit how
Oh, little turkey.
Crimes and Punishment works.
In the American Justice
is that the novels by Dostoevsky's?
No, that's the Sherlock Holmes, the like second or third to last Sherlock Holmes game where you investigate, basically like you're given a mystery and you investigate that mystery however much the fuck you want.
What is it?
And then you come up with, you propose a solution and the cops are like, well,
Yes, that's my.
Sherlock Holmes
tried
said this is who did it, so we're gonna arrest that guy.
Jesus.
And that's basically
This
the game.
area's kind of empty.
Do you ever learn if you were right?
I don't think so.
What?
I think you can look it up online if you really want to. It's been a while since I played it.
That's eerie.
This area's... This area...
I'm a bit. I see. The king. He's a real. You want me to? I'm a busy. Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
Motherfucker likes Boggy.
Garrison Fox. Paradise Killer is another one. Paradise
Are
Killer
we
works that
are
way,
we
too.
fucking missing a clue? Oh, what's this?
What's this? There's a lockpick
What's
dropped
this?
amongst the weeds down
Oh,
below.
shit.
Damn!
I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Oh.
Just smash that follow button!
It's gonna be number 3.
That's the one, but I wonder where this
That's the
lockpick
one.
came from.
Alright.
Good.
It's shaped like the San Francisco skyline.
So now we gotta do...
Now we gotta
Should
try
we-
and stick this into each person.
Should we go investigate that green liquid?
What I think.
Someone, well,
Yeah, what's the deal with that liquid? I guess we just did that to determine that all the liquids
Let's
were
see.
green.
All the liquids are the same.
They're just green now. They're just.
Hey, look, it's green. It's green.
and now we
They
just
only came up with one.
You need to do it 5 times!
now I swap. It seems I need to pick my questions carefully.
Alright.
The locksmith, or the lockpick, was definitely the murder weapon.
But like, why were there a number of things that it was twisted around?
That, I think, is just puzz.
I think
That's just sheer puzz.
That's how swamps work.
Yeah, they...
You know how, like, if you take a bunch of individual distinct
The
lengths of
lockpick
string
I found
and you
near
put them
Remington's
into a bag
body
and
was
you sort of shake
definitely
them
the
up,
murder weapon.
Yeah,
then
they conjugate.
The
Yep.
lockpick
They
I
conjugate,
found
yeah.
near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is
That's
experienced
how
with
swamps
lockpicks.
work, too.
I
That was
wonder
the
if he's
second
hiding
one.
something.
Agent Folder.
Can I present it again?
Let's see. First,
Hey.
tap.
I just want to do it 6 times.
Swamp juice.
And now,
Good.
And now for the blueberries and daisies.
now I know.
Alright, so...
Do we have sufficient power to go challenge someone else? Have we built up enough? Do we have enough? Do we have enough Phoenix Downs?
Enough
You collect
detective juice?
Dragon Balls?
This is a
So,
I have a
challenge.
are you setting
Challenge
yourself up for
start.
a joke? Something about a lockpick?
maybe. Who knows?
No.
Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
Interrogate.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
Present a raging clue.
Where did
Grimoire,
I
come on.
find this again?
Are you crazy?
I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
Because you owned a lockpick.
Yeah,
alright.
admitted to.
Yeah, you admitted it, yeah.
You already admitted to owning one
Fucking
of these,
idiot.
and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
This fucking game has 2 lockpicks in it. Can you believe it?
You lost.
Yeah, you lost your lockpick in the
your-
swamp and
yeah.
had to buy a new one.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me.
Exactly
However,
what we
I won't
just
ask
said.
for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Wow. Well, that led us nowhere. Cool.
So, can I, like, use the lockpick?
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Oh,
Is it?
the beginning of the end.
There's a little...
Where's
We've learned
Officer
all we can
James?
learn. Yeah, who is Officer James?
The dude in the boat at the beginning.
Just gonna moonwalk out of here.
Yeah.
You finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't
What?
find him.
Swamp creature.
You're correct, you didn't find
You're
him.
not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get...
I assume incompetence.
I don't need to.
I don't
I don't need
I
to.
don't wanna. Oh, damn. That
Shows-
was an extremely short chapter.
It's like, I need to talk to the officer, and you talk to it. Good job. Next chapter.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Well, not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Buggy from last night?
Oh, I gotta get the
Let
door.
me see
Don't
that
solve the
photo.
game yet. 1 second.
If that's not Buggy, what is it?
The costume.
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one
But
that...
the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
Present a clue.
The clue. Missing journal page.
Yeah.
What's this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the
But there
crime
are
scene don't
private
match the ones on this
records
page.
stored on the
They were just a product
blockchain.
of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
Jesus.
What an
The
idiot.
prongs match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even
Oh.
covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Buggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates
This
the
does
creature
feel good to
further.
just have this
You
fucking
think so, wouldn't you?
climactic.
But that slime,
Ding, ding,
it's
ding.
not exactly what you think.
It's a drink. It's a soda pop.
This stuff is
It's
an
a green
uncanny
liquid.
resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds
So is that just
me,
like a
Hell, they're
viscous
all the
drink?
same color.
Is that exactly?
a poisoned hot dog.
What
It's the
is
same reason that the murderer broke into the
Why?
store.
It's a bug
He
dog.
put green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
Got ill and had to return to his
Yeah,
office.
yes.
To make sure Remington got ill.
Dude,
and had
this
to
actually
return
is
to
a
his
really
office.
good way to make sure your player
Remington
knows
went
what
back
the
to
fuck
his
you're doing.
office?
No, I like it.
Alone?
It's pretty good.
I'm feeling really
it is,
smart right now.
It's like Ace
I've been
Attorney
looking through your evidence,
but
Grimoire. One piece in
like a little
particular
bit
seems
more,
critical to me. I think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last
know,
night.
easier
at
or,
the
like,
exact moment of the
guided.
murder, I believe.
It goes
Well,
more
exactly.
smoothly.
I think we can both
And it goes more
agree
quickly.
these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right. Drag them around and keep
shit,
swapping
okay.
until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
No problem.
Damn.
I can always check my case file.
Turn this knob to increase the reverb and the room tone.
Alright, Remington cries out as Boggy appears. Oh, I am
Remington
not a
reaches
cat.
completion.
Alright, creaking.
Curtain fabric ripping. Fire. No. Remington fires his hunting rifle.
Alright, yeah.
Really? Is that what happened?
Yeah, because he's always wanted to hunt Boggy.
I guess that's true.
Oh, yeah, that's the stab.
Oh, because he gets stabbed. Right, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's it.
Ah, excellent. There's just 2 small details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
Where was it found?
Found inside the headpiece.
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide
What
all
weird
the parts in
thinking.
different areas of the swamp.
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so.
Well, sure.
In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left
They were made out of magic.
onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
We don't have the torso, right? The head.
That's true, we don't have the torso. Hello, I am the murderer. It's wonderful.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
The cod piece.
You're right. And I never would have found it. Not
Because
lying
the torso
around.
was killed.
Not like the others.
It's police issue body armor that
What
you're
does this have
wearing.
to do with the murderer surviving the rifle
No.
shot?
This torso is probably made up of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have
Abs.
even been enough to
To
soften...
soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
What the fuck?
Echo's tent.
Yeah, I think it's in Echo's tent in the protest.
Oh, because we couldn't get
We
in.
looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple.
We looked everywhere.
He's still wearing it.
Oh,
Gasp.
Weird.
I don't
Weird
know
that we
what you
solved
want
it
with me.
that
Sounds
way.
like you two were smart
I do
enough
like
to
that
uncover
it's
the
like
real criminal in
deduction
this
and
swamp,
shit or whatever.
And lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
oh, he's just admitting to
But
it.
why would he do that?
Yeah.
You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be
Well,
pointing
if you
his
get it right,
gun
they
at a
have to
unique
tell you. That's
scientific
the law.
specimen.
Yeah, that
Not
is
to
the
mention
law.
his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret.
The hunting photo.
Let's see.
The hell?
Was here to hunt Foggy. The hunting photo, something proved Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington.
You
was
said
here
it,
to
but I didn't
hunt
understand it
Boggy.
until I understood it.
Good job.
Wait, hasn't there been like 15 final
Yeah,
chapters?
there's been like
There's been a
17
lot of
chapters.
puzzles.
This is like when you watch one of those indie films that has like 4 cold opens, and I'm like, are we gonna get to the start of this movie again? Like, all right.
A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking
What?
out mysterious and elusive
The
creatures.
Order of Hunters.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one
What the
swamp.
fuck?
The whole thing is kind
I
of
was not expecting a
distressing.
secret
I
order.
knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you finally come around. It's not just
But
the...
what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal
Why are you
Illuminati.
stealing your
his
boat?
own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned
Ominous
the
collection.
tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
So you'd be allowed
He
to do
did.
it. Yeah.
It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Did it all
Jenny,
for Boggy.
you tried to frame
called
him
it.
for murder.
I called
you wanted
Echo.
everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally
true?
realize they had no business here.
Wait, so you're telling me that if they arrested the Loch Ness Monster for murder, they'd have to shut down all of the Loch Ness attractions? I don't
Dude,
think
I
that's how
hope-
that works.
The theme park that they built on Loch Ness.
I think all 3 of these are correct because there's no way it would make me go through the whole fucking thing again. Like, how can you know what Boggy wanted?
But
How can you know what Boggy wanted?
You
He
know
might be what you're...
Don't pretend to know what's
What?
best for Boggy.
what?
I...
Finished. Well, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally
What?
Are we about to ascend? What the fuck is going on?
I really hope that the police officer is like, who the fuck is that little
Not
magic
very
girl?
Yeah, this is like the end of
Somebody
Akira.
like you.
Yeah.
But I never intended to kill him. Just
Your time is over now, Grimoire. You must follow me.
Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form,
You have to launch
had
out into
his
the
rifle on
cosmos
him.
as proof that
you
humankind
worked out
did
the rest
exist.
yourself.
What? I thought I've been...
It makes a difference, man.
It
Makes a difference.
It's the difference
Well,
between
Mr. Everstone,
murder
I'm afraid
and
you'll still have to
not
come with
murder.
us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down the...
Hey, wait!
Oh no!
Cutscene. Oh, get in it! Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh,
No.
He went into the.
No.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
I only emerge from this tree once every 60 years.
I took crime.
You should have taken a picture of me.
I took a form that your mind could understand.
You.
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
What?
It's so dumb!
The fuck? Wonderful. This was a fucking good game.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it was.
This story is like, I don't know if you've ever had this happen, where there's someone who's had some drinks. And they're like, dude, I gotta tell you this story. And it's a long one. It's like 10, 15 minutes. But as they're going on, they're continuing to drink heavily. And so about 8 minutes to 10 minutes in, you realize that they no longer understand where they're going in the story, but they're full of passion, so they just keep on.
Grimoire.
You gotta
Whoa.
maintain that momentum.
What did they decide to do?
We had
There
Mr.
was an idea.
Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us
Who's Mr. Everstone?
everything he knew.
Echo.
A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Wait, what?
Searched down to the last detail. And, well, we agree with you. But I know
Are
what
we
you're thinking.
wiretapping this?
I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's
Are
always...
we going after them?
We'd better be.
What? Wait.
Oh,
which end-
shit!
wait.
Dude, I'm
Which
telling
end
you,
of
like,
the line was the little girl on?
shouldn't have had those
Detective-
last few shots, you know? Like, we really would have been able to arrive at an ending point.
Grimoire will return.
So, Bad Player says the sequel is out, the little girl is not in it.
Wait.
They were like, we have this
Seriously?
great set, and they launch it, and then everyone's like, I hate this little girl character, and they're like, cut her, she's out.
Oh my
She's
god.
gone, don't even sweat it. It's
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say I like how they just really did up. They really did up the ending with a big old dollop of whipped cream and some cheesy
Oh hell
sauce.
yeah! No, it was very
That was good.
That was good.
Oh yeah, yeah. And if you
So
want to see
having
that
12
same
chapters.
ending like nailed, just watch all the way to the end of Unavowed. Unavowed had
Oh yeah.
another
That's
sort of
true.
like, you
Unavowed
did it,
was
but
extremely
wait,
good.
there's something
Yeah.
that smells kind of funny. To be
Yeah, that was good.
continued. And it was like, fuck yeah, let's do another one. But man, the okay, I have some thoughts, and I think that the long and short of it, let me go ahead and mute the video game, but not close the video games to not destroy everything. There we go. I feel. Oh, let me just fucking yawn. Fucking yawn. Okay, so I feel strongly that the first hour of playing the game
Yeah.
was good. Like, Jesus, I am so fucking tired. This is the worst Star Trek explanation that I've ever had.
That's a good analysis, Sean. I think that's a really good analysis. I think.
Are you
I think
acting
the
out
second-
the? Are you acting out the story that you were just telling us
Leah,
about the guy
that's,
who's?
that's so funny, but that's really mean. That's really a mean way to have treated me.
She slapped.
Dude, no, okay, look. I liked. Okay, here's some of the things I liked. I liked in detective games or adventure games, just the shit we play on this fucking show. There's that point where you there's markers of progress,
Right.
but there's not a marker of how much progress you've made, or if you're close, or if you're getting there, right? And so I really liked going to each area, and it's like there's 5 things to figure out here.
Right.
That was really satisfying. I liked when it's like, oh, I have found only 4 clues from Echo, so I need to go back to Echo. I need to get more information, that sort of thing.
Right.
It feels like, for some reason, they just went, this structure we presented, fuck it. They just gave up on it. I would go to someone, and there'd be 8 out of 8 clues found. Everything would be checked. I would have completed their challenge, and it says, I don't feel like I have anything to say to them. And then I would present something, and they'd be like, well, here's a big clue. That would lead to the next thing.
That was weird. I thought that was just me.
Yeah.
That wasn't just me? I thought it was just
it's because the clues are associated with the person that they're about, not the person that you get them from.
Yeah, and
right?
then, but like, there's the 4 categories up at the top, and they're all red. Then the challenge, that's locked. And then underneath that, I feel like there's just nothing. It's so fucking weird. It's so weird to have my character say, I feel like there's nothing to say to them. And then you have something to say to them. Like
that's really weird.
It was the fucking weirdest thing. It felt kind of like Dagger of Amun-Ra with better UI UX, where there's a point where I'm just spamming every single object in person with every other object in person.
Yeah, it definitely did have that quality, like no question.
And then let's see. I think that it's exactly what you talked about, Sean, where there comes this point where you're unlocking clues, you're having conversations, and there's like little mini games, a little thought exercise you have to do, and I really liked how crisp the pace was.
Yeah.
Until the last hour, where it was so hard to make anything do anything, and it's just like that last step where it's like you need to have one more leap of logic to progress.
Well, and there were actually several things that we found, I guess, during that time that we were like struggling to find things, but in the end, it was a physical search thing. Right?
Yeah.
Like, even though this game seems to be really hyper aware of the Sam and Max office problem and gives us a lot of tools to not overlook something important in the scene, that is still at least one of the major things that tripped us up was, oh, hey, there's a lockpick here. We just didn't see it.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about? How were we supposed to have found that lockpick? Wasn't it just bubbles?
Yeah, but it already said that we discovered all the clues in the place.
Did it? There were no more clues in that area?
I don't know if I've lied. I don't know. Maybe it was just right there and I just dummied. No. It didn't say that, because remember how I cycled through all the clues on everything? It didn't fucking say it. So, so I don't know. Like, there's something there, though, that I think back to something Lee said on the very first day we did this, which was the last time we did this, because we only did it for 2 days. Ooh.
Yeah, this was a quickie.
This game, this feels like a game that's easy to make. It's a very makeable game.
I love it for that. I love that for me. I love you for me. I love that for you. I want to make this game, but shitty and fast.
Yeah, this game could have been made a lot worse, and I think we're the team to do it.
I think we're the ones to do it. Yeah.
All right. Do any of you beauty babies have any thoughts? Any comments? Any?
No, I just want to go get some ice cream. I live 2 blocks from an ice cream place. Don't dox me.
Don't dox her. Don't do it.
Don't dox me.
Don't dox her.
Don't dox me.
Get to the doxer. I'm gonna fucking stop. All right, that's the show. Dump, 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 dump.